Hello, we are in Meyersdale, PA, and today we'll be traveling 16 miles on our bikes from Meyersdale, PA into Frostburg, Maryland. We already did the Cumberland to Frostburg, and now we're coming this direction to hit a different part of the trail. So right now we're... Hi Dave, what you do? Just getting our e-bikes out and setting them up, and we're gonna eat some Chobani yogurt and a cheese stick before we get started. And 16 miles one direction, turn around, come back here. This is pretty cool though. We're at a train station. There's something scenic and historic. Something scenic and historic to look at or get started from. And on this bike trail we will be seeing lots of wind turbines. See. We started the trail. There's other people on it with us. I don't know, we can hear trains in this section. You hear the noise? We just started on the trail. So far it's just woodsy. But I thought you might enjoy hearing the train sound. Oh, we came across this bridge and a sign. Yeah, I'd read it.
The Bowman Bridge, a rare iron railroad bridge. Wendell Bowman was a pioneer iron bridge builder in America, and at 14 he
Why don't you get closer so you can see? He marched
in the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. In 1828 inaugural parade, and the next year he helped lay the first tracks as the B&O carpenter. He formed a company in 1858, continued to design bridges for the B&O and other railroads. This rare iron bridge was built in 1871 to carry the B&O over the Wills Creek east of Meyersdale, and in 1910 it was moved to carry a farm road over the B&O tracks west of Meyersdale. That's it.
And I see something you forgot. He first taught himself to build wooden railroad bridges, and in 1852 patented his own unique truss form for assembling iron bridges. So, cool inventor. Okay, we get to ride across it now.
Next bridge.
What's a big one? I think we're in the land of bridges and tunnels today.
Let's go see what it looks like.
Yeah. We are also in the land of wind turbines. Whenever we went to Cumberland, Maryland and rode to Frostburg, we saw a whole bunch of these. And now they're on our trail again. I guess we're going to go underneath them when we find the Mason-Dixon line on this trail. We got to talk to somebody in the parking lot who did the trail already, and kind of gave us an overview of some things to expect and some scenic spots to look for. We just stopped on the side of the road back there, and we brought those Crustable peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, the Market Pantry ones. Those taste good on bike trails. We always have a bunch of snacks in our snack bag that we eat every couple hours. And we found a restroom at we're at about mile 7 into our 16 miles. See, there's Dave coming out of the bathroom. Not the best bathroom, but it's a bathroom. And you could probably put air in your tires if you had to. And then we're headed this direction. We still have about 9 miles one direction still till we make our 16 miles. It's a pretty cool trail though so far. It's green and woodsy, lots of bridges across creeks and stuff. It's peaceful. This is another, looks kind of pretty and scenic. We're going to go through this little tunnel thing next. It says it's the Eastern Continental Divide. And what were you saying about that, Dave? Where are you?
Where the water flows. One goes east, one goes west. Wherever it goes, like one goes to the Atlantic, and one goes probably to the Gulf of Mexico.
Cool. Okay, onward. So we've reached the Savage Tunnel. It says tunneling Big Savage Mountain. In the early 1900s, lucrative coal and steel traffic sparked the Western Maryland Railway's ambitious westward expansion from Baltimore. Construction took place in 2 stages, Big Pool, Maryland to Cumberland, 59 miles, Cumberland to Connellsville, 87 miles. In order to compete with the existing B&O Railroad, 9 tunnels and over 30 bridges and viaducts were built to shorten the route and lessen the grade. Here at Big Savage, tunneling went well until workers encountered soft, wet mud and sand 600 feet from the western portal. Conventional methods did not stem the flow, so airlocks used in New York subway construction were brought in. The 3,300-foot tunnel was completed in 1912, but the soft material continued to plague the railway, requiring continual repairs. Well, this was closed when we went to Cumberland last year and came to Frostburg. We didn't come past that area, but they said that this tunnel was closed. But today, we're going in the tunnel on our way to Frostburg. Right, Dave? And that guy said that there was light in that tunnel, so...
I can see lights.
Good. So, well, we just came through that Savage Tunnel. At least there's some lights, but still, it's about a mile long and it's dark. With some lights. It's not as bad as other tunnels I've been in. But over here is a scenic girl.
That's how far you can see.
Oh, hopefully my camera can see it. Pretty scenery.
That white face on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like 25 miles. I should put my shield down.
Alright, now it looks like we're going downhill next. Another wind turbine. Or the same one, is it? No, another one. We have encountered about 3 deer down there. And we saw 2 other deer too, but sometimes I can't get my camera out fast enough to get them. I'll gladly wait till they go as compared to the last time. Maybe this other biker will make them run. There we go. They don't seem to like when people are coming. They leave usually. So we get another history board. This is all about surveying the line. In 1763, Charles Mason and Jeremiah Dixon sailed to North America to settle a colonial land dispute. Over the next 5 years, they established a 233-mile boundary between Pennsylvania and Maryland and the 83-mile boundary between Maryland and Delaware. Native guides, local surveyors, cooks, and trailblazers were part of the expedition through the wilderness, along with wagons, hauling equipment, and carved limestone markers. Using innovative instruments with traditional surveyor's chain and poles, the team marked a boundary that is remarkably accurate within a few feet of surveys using today's technology. So as we're going to walk a little bit further up ahead, and we're going to see a marker that says Mason-Dixon line. So is this the official Mason-Dixon line, Dave?
Yeah, it is.
And not that bridge thing we came through? That tunnel? This is the physical Mason-Dixon line. So what was that thing that we went through? You said it was that thing we measured our bikes and put up against the wall.
That's the Continental Divide.
Oh, Mason-Dixon line. They're not the same thing. Okay, gotcha. So where are you at, Dave?
I'm in Maryland. Where are you at?
I guess I'm still in Pennsylvania.
See, we're here.
That's cool. When we go across that line, we're officially in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're leaving Pennsylvania here shortly and headed to Maryland. And we'll be staying tonight in Maryland after we leave this bike trail. when we were here last time and did the Cumberland Trail, we stayed in Maryland. And we're actually staying in the same place we stayed last time. And we have another deer. Dope deer. A female deer. Right? I drop our golden sun. Hear them birds or cicadas or whatever they are?
Yep.
Okay, dear, you gonna cross the street, dear? And get out of our way? Bye! Go bye-bye! Just standing there. Wagging his tail.
Wants to see people.
Yeah, I guess. Until you get close, well then it'll run. It's waiting so it can try to make you crash. Alright. I'm a picture of it. Holy crap. Come on, little deer. He's like, come on. Come on. Waiting for his sibling. Hey, look. It looks like we have another tunnel to go through. Well, it's not as long this time. It says there's motion activated lights, so when we get in there the light should come on. Oh well, I'm taking my bike off pedal assist mode this time because when I put my light on my bike I accidentally put it in 2, and the other tunnel I was doing like 11 miles an hour, which was a bit too fast. So we're going to take off pedal assist and go a little slower this time. See, we activated the lights in that tunnel. As we went through it, the lights all turned on one at a time. That was pretty cool. You can see good in that one. There's another storyboard. The Borden Tunnel. The Borden Tunnel most likely takes its name from the Borden Mining Company. This New York-based company undertook vast coal mining operations in the region from the mid-19th century onward and became well known for its celebrated Cumberland coal. The Borden Tunnel is the last tunnel in Maryland before entering Pennsylvania. It was constructed in 1911 and is 957 feet long. It was built as a double-track system and was also used to haul out local coal and clay. Construction had begun in 1910 on the Western Maryland Railway's Connellsville extension. The 86-mile line, which ran from Cumberland, Maryland to Connellsville, Pennsylvania, was completed. The 86-mile line, which ran from Cumberland, Maryland to Connellsville, which is also another bike trail, Pennsylvania, was completed in 1912. The extension gave the Western Maryland the shortest route from Baltimore to Pittsburgh and the lowest grade over the Allegheny Mountains. More importantly, it connected the Western Maryland with the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie Railway and the New York Central System. The top photograph was taken on April 24, 1911 and depicts work being undertaken along a section of the Connellsville extension, dated September 21, 1911. The bottom photograph depicts the steam track laying machine on the first day. Rails started to be laid. That's the history from around here. Well, it's a little longer than 16 miles. It's probably more like 16.8 because I didn't turn my mileage odometer on until we hit the actual trail part. But I got 16.66 one direction. And we just made it to the Frostburg depot. Okay. I think we left around noon. It's 2:52 p.m. But we did take time to eat some snacks, use some restrooms, and take time to play with, with making a video. So, another snack time, potty time, and I'm gonna sit for a few minutes, take a break. So roughly 16 miles to Meyersdale, where we came from. It's 135 miles from here if you want to ride your bike to Pittsburgh. It's 16 miles to get to Cumberland, which we did last time. And it's a downhill ride from the top of this hill. And if you want to go to Washington, D.C., you can pedal for 200 miles.
In 3 days.
Yeah. It will take me longer than 3 days. At 30 miles per hit. 34, 35, 70. That's like 6 days for me. Okay, we made it back to where the Mason-Dixon line is. on our way back to our car. And we found another storyboard on the other side of the road. It says disputed land. The Mason-Dixon line. You are standing on America's most famous boundary with a big spider on there. See that? Oh, he left. Known today as the cultural dividing line between the North and the South, the line began as a dispute between two British colonial families, the Penn and Calvert families. Well, that's why it's called Calvert. Landowners in the British colonies of Pennsylvania and Maryland fought over the boundary for 3 generations. 2 Englishmen, astronomer Charles Mason and surveyor Jeremiah Dixon, ended the dispute when they created the official boundary that now bears their names. Less than a decade later, the Penns and Calverts lost these lands in the American Revolution. 1681 to 1763, the Calverts claimed the land north to the 40th parallel, and the Penns claimed the land south to the 39th parallel. A British court defined the Pennsylvania-Maryland border as 15 miles south of Philadelphia in between claims of the fighting families. Oh, brother, huh? History. This is cool, and I didn't see this on the way down. On all these blocks, we spell Mason-Dixon. We thought it was going to rain, and we felt a few drops, so we stuck our raincoats on. Mason, and that's it. Then we took our raincoats back off because it's just hot. And I was able to calculate the mileage one direction, but then turns out I usually switch from my old phone to my iPhone, and my iPhone was dead, so one direction's all I need. I'll just multiply it by 2. Landowners in the British colonies of Pennsylvania and Maryland fought over the boundary for 3 generations. 2 Englishmen, astronomer Charles Mason and surveyor Jeremiah Dixon, ended the dispute, and they created the official boundary that now bears their names. Turns out there's, I don't know if you can see them, yeah, 3 wind turbines up there, and I guess what it means is when that man said we were going under the turbines, when we go through this Savage Tunnel, the turbines are over our head. They're on the area of the Savage Tunnel. It's kind of not what I pictured in my head by what he said, but I guess that's the real truth. That's all the closer we're getting to them. We've reached the returning back to our car, the part. Okay, the Continental Divide. Cool. So we're at the highest part of what? Okay, this is the highest part of the Gap Trail. So we climbed this right here, what he's pointing to, from 1816 to 2392 feet.
Whatever that number is, we'll put it in the video.
That's at least 500 and maybe 80 or 570 feet maybe. You are here, the highest point. High point in the Eastern Continental Divide. Okay. We're climbing a mountain to go back to Pennsylvania. You have reached the high point of the Great Allegheny Passage, 2,392 feet above sea level. That's where we're at. Oh, we did it. We went about 33 miles, I'm guessing. It's about 16 and a half miles each direction. And we returned, I said probably 5:44. We left about 12:30 today, and we were out here all day till 5:44. It was a good bike ride. It's pretty, I liked the trail. It was really nice. And we're hoping to come back, start here again tomorrow, but go the opposite direction. I think tomorrow might be 12 miles each way, and see, you can see those things up there. All them turbines. It's hard to see when it's sunny out. Want to see inside that Historical Society building tomorrow. They have some t-shirts and stuff in there. Like, looks like there's pictures of trains and some interesting stuff to see in that building. So, okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope someday I see you on a trail. Bye.